Welcome back to the Big Movie Mouth Off. I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine.
And I'm Jeff Weiss with MSN Entertainment.
We're going to end this episode with Michael Bay's, I'm going to say hopefully, end of the franchise of Transformers Dark of the Moon. This is Michael Bay's third film. This time, basically, he is kind of tinkering with history and is pretending that the space race that was in the 1960s between America and Russia, or the Soviet Union, instead of being the first person to walk on the moon, that's kind of like a side story, right? It's more so because an alien spacecraft crash landed on the moon, and they both want to be the first ones to explore what has happened. And it turns out that what is buried in that craft is a weapon that was left there by the Autobots. And 40 years later, the Decepticons find out and have decided to put on their last stance to wipe out the human race and wipe out the Autobots, and then all hell breaks loose.
Everything humans know of our planet we were told had been shared. You lied to us. You've made a grave mistake.
Years from now, they're gonna ask, where were you when they took over the planet?
You'll be fine. I promise. It's over. I'm sorry, but it's over.
You may lose your faith in us, but never in yourselves. From here, the fight will be your own.
Yes, and by all hell breaks loose, it means Shia LaBeouf gets a lot more screen time.
Exactly.
Which is something I could have sworn, Michael Bay, that you promised we weren't getting. I'll credit you this. There's much less lowbrow humor.
There's less racism.
There's no Megan Fox. Instead, she's been replaced by a Victoria's Secret model.
Who did no better, I'm sorry.
Although she doesn't look like she was dunked in Crisco like Megan Fox. I will give her that. And there are sequences that were shot for the 3D format, including action scenes that were specifically shot in 3D and 2D character sequences that were shot in 2D but intended to be formatted for 3D.
Now, the synopsis I told you, if it was just that, it probably would have been a great film. Problem is that Michael Bay thought that the audience would like to know of Shia LaBeouf and his Victoria's Secret model girlfriend, which is so unbelievable because he is apparently jobless and offers nothing. It's a fanboy's fantasy. That's all it is.
Hey, Jimmy, he was a hero. He helped
Oh, that's
save
right. He
the
was a
world.
hero, and he had a medal that
He had a
Obama
medal.
gave him.
Apparently,
If you didn't know that, he says it 500 times in the movie.
remember, guys, if you have a medal, you can get a Victoria's Secret model.
That's right. And
I
so-
learned that from watching this film.
But-
You know what else I learned from watching this film? Shia LaBeouf in the wrong hands is a turd.
What is that?
This is your new lucky bunny.
What? It's a beautiful thought, Carly, but I don't think it's the whole bunny that's lucky. You see, it's just this section here. You see, it's just the rabbit foot that's lucky.
Well, it's just a good luck charm. Help you think positive. Today's important. Come on, get up. Hey, wear that nice tie.
Yeah.
You need any money for lunch?
No, I don't need any money for lunch. I have money from yesterday's lunch. You love it, don't you? I'm just your American boy toy.
I love a boy toy.
He is so irritating. By the way, Michael Bay, you know what I really wanted out of this film? was a big climactic fight between the Autobots and Decepticons. You know what I didn't want to see in this film? A big showdown between Shia LaBeouf and Patrick Dempsey, who plays an evil...
McDreamy?
Yes, a evil collaborator of the Decepticons, which is what we get. And boy, it's awful. By the way, speaking of
before
Shia
that happens,
LaBeouf,
though-
Patrick Dempsey, you suck.
Before that happens, what made me even more mad is that he spends like an hour on a love triangle. A love triangle subplot that I don't care about. The movie's called Transformers, not will Shia LaBeouf keep his Victoria's Secret girlfriend, Dark of the Moon.
Oh, and here I thought you were saying that the love triangle is between Shia LaBeouf, Victoria's Secret model, and Bumblebee.
God, yeah.
The way they talk to each other, you would think so.
It makes me so infuriated. And you know what makes me even more infuriated is that Michael Bay knew better this time. In 2009, when he made Revenge of the Fallen,
Right?
critics didn't like it. I didn't like it. Like we said, it's racist and it's terrible.
Yeah.
Then, a year later, he goes, I apologize.
Yep.
The movie was crap. I failed you. I'm going to do better.
Well, I think it is the best of the three. I think we've learned from the first two. Second one, we got caught with a writer's strike and made it tough to make that movie. It was very successful around the world, but I always knew it was under the bar of what I wanted it to be.
But I'll do better, guys. I promise I'll
I
do
promise.
better.
It's the battered wife syndrome. I'm sorry.
And this time we've assured, we worked our butts off to make this the best of the three.
I have taken my last hit from Michael Bay.
Technically, it's the best. I think it's.
I'm tired of you. I am so sick of you and your promises.
From photography, story to acting to, across the board.
Just stop. Stop ruining my childhood franchise.
It's.
I used to love playing with my Transformers when I was a child, and now I despise them. I want to throw them all in the trash.
Hey, Jimmy, there's a saying that says the third time's the charm. I think the saying in this case should be the third time's the harm.
That's true. It's very true.
Michael Bay, no, you owe me another apology.
I expect one in the summer of 2012. I really do.
Please, a better film, Michael Bay, please. Because while I get the feeling I enjoyed this film a little more than you did, mainly because there are some kind of mind-blowing special effects sequences and action
I will
sequences.
give you the last 20 to 30 minutes of the movie.
Right.
The whole battle in the dilapidated Chicago, fantastic.
Absolutely.
Because guess what I always wanted from a Transformers movie, Michael Bay? Robots punching each other. It's not that difficult. It's not hard to figure that one out.
Apparently it is when you're dealing with a script by Aaron Kruger, though.
And I'm sorry, when you ruin the talent of John Malkovich, who shows up and has given, for me, the worst performance ever in his career, and then you add
Ken Jeong
to the mix.
Have I mentioned how much I hate him?
It's not even, I keep telling people, I go, you know what, and I'll give it, my star rating is 1 star. 1 star, I could not stand it, I'm sorry. But here's the thing, if you want it to be better, buy a movie ticket, go eat dinner for an hour and a half, and then come in the last 30 minutes.
Yes.
Just watch robots punch each other.
And believe
it'll
it or
be a 4-star movie. It'll be fantastic.
And believe it or not, you won't miss anything plot-wise. You can pick
Nope.
things up from there because it's seriously...
Nothing plot-wise is worth hanging on to.
Well, and it's so simplistic. It's stunning how you can get that much pointless drivel out of that limited of a premise.
No.
For the final 30-minute action sequence, 1.5 stars for me.
God.
It's not good, though. It's not good.
It's really bad.
And go see something better instead.
Like
see Super 8.
Go see Super 8 or even Larry Crown. And speaking of Larry Crown, we'll wrap it up. I liked it a lot. It's a simple, independent film that stars probably the 2 biggest actors in Hollywood right now. I gave it 3 stars. Jeff gave it 2.5. And then we talked about the independent movie Submarine. We both liked it very much. 3.5 stars both sides. Then we'll have to show on the diagram where the bad movie touched us. Transformers: Dark of the Moon, 1.5 from me, 1 for Jimmy. Everywhere.
Next week we'll be back to review more movies, including Kevin James in Zookeeper, and Jason Sudeikis, Jason Bateman, and Charlie Day in Horrible Bosses.
Sounds
Kind of looking
good.
forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it.